guys, back at you today. It's Monday, my favorite day of the week, and just loving life, loving being here because Monday is my favorite day of the week. And today I'm going to explain why. It's going to be a little bit different for Coffee with Cam today, but remember, as always, greatness starts with the first sip. So I feel called to do something different today. Usually I'm talking about my own exploits, my challenges, embracing all the change in the world, and embracing the change that you want to create yourself. And today is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to let you in on a bit about how and why I've made that change and choice in my life. And it's all about Mondays. So today I'm going to talk to you about my mentor, Matt Shaver. And he has done and been that change that he wants to create in life. He has embraced it. He has continually evolved into new versions of himself. And he has helped me, that legally blind arthritic guy that smokes cigarettes, drinks beer, and has his plantar removed because of the string of tumors along the end of his foot, into from the morbidly obese person that I was to physically fit and no longer caring what society or anybody else thinks about me. And his brand of medicine is completely free of charge if you just sign up for the newsletter. That'll give you an invitation to Mondays with Matt, which I'm always at every week. So if you want to join me on a Monday night for a co-creative experience, join me there. I'll send you a link in the description. And I can't stress enough how much that change has been in my life. Last week, he was even reached into the Bible, was talking about the book of Matthew and the parable of the talents. And if you're not familiar with the parable of the talents, Master was leaving on a journey, and he called three of his faithful servants into him. And to one of the faithful servants, he gave 5 talents. To the second, he gave 2 talents. And to the third, he gave 1 talent. Now, if you're unfamiliar with a talent, um, back in the day when the parable was told, the average working man's wages was 1 dinar. So a talent was equal to 20,000 dinar. So we're not talking chump change here. We're talking about 60 years of labor for 1 talent. And to be given that was phenomenal. And when the master returned from his journey, the first servant had doubled the 5 talents to 10. The second had doubled his 2 talents to 4. And the third had gone out, buried his talents, marked them away, held them safe. And then upon the master's return, he dug up the talent and presented it to the master. And of course, the master called him wicked and rebuked him because he wasted what could have been an amazing opportunity. He buried his talents in the sand. And I did that my entire life. I buried my talents in the sand. And the talents, not just skills, it's not just abilities, but it's also opportunities. And once in a while, opportunities arise that can allow you to expand beyond your horizons as long as you acknowledge them. But it took more effort to bury that than get nothing for it in return than it would have to just given it to the bankers and gotten interest on it. And that's the thing. A lot of us waste our time and effort coming up with excuses and reasons to bury our talent in the sand rather than just living life to the fullest, trying to expand and complete and evolve. And that's the key. Don't bury your talents. And that's one of the lessons Matt was teaching last Monday. And it was phenomenal. And it was one of the best, most insightful Mondays with Matt that I've ever experienced. And he was on fire, and he still his brand of mixture, fun, lessons, and his own journey and his own mistakes that he's made upon the way because, like me, he buried his talents in the sand for a while. Said, oh, I need something else. I need permission in order to do what I'm doing. And then not realizing that you don't need permission to be the change that you want to create in the world. You already have those building blocks from all of your past choices to create that expansion that you want to create in life. And it's fantastic. And I can't stress enough how important his guidance has been in inspiring me to embrace the version of myself that I am today, as opposed to blaming others, being a martyr and wearing my victimhood on my sleeve, and really and truly just being a self-absorbed douchebag, not to put too fine a point on it. And now I'm working each and every day trying to hone my skill sets and asking myself not what's in it for me, but what's in it for the collective. And I know that each one of my choices that I make in life are bound to reflect back at me. And that's why people treat me the way they treat me. That's why my life is changing in innumerable ways right now, because I am reflecting different thought patterns, beliefs, behaviors, and actions. And in no small part of it was my mentor, Matt Schaefer. And again, another opportunity is going to be in the wings. And if you sign up for that newsletter today, there's a chance that you could be accepted into a new mastermind that he's going to be opening up early next year. And that, my friends, is worth its weight in gold for just signing up for a free newsletter and learning some medicine on a Monday night. And I can't stress enough how important it could be to change your life and make shift happen. Because, like I said, there's no monetary gain in it for me. I'm just telling you, if you want to embrace the change, expose yourself to new ideas, expose yourself to more medicine, learn how to transform every aspect of your life between your emotional relationships, your work relationships, even start a business, scale a business, and doing it in a heartfelt way, and realizing that all those emotional triggers are your guides for what is possible for you. And I know that none of us here on this earth have even scratched the surface of what's possible for us. And if you sign up for that newsletter, you start joining me on Mondays with Matt, you never know what could happen. And like I say, there's no financial gain in this for me. I'm just doing this because I feel a calling to let my community know that there is more out there, that there's other possibilities, and you just don't have to take my word for it. I have been following him now for over a year, and my life has changed tenfold, and I'm so grateful for all of that. So, anyways, guys, like I say, it's not really a plug, but I'll leave a link in the description below for Matt's newsletter, and hopefully you guys will sign up and join me for Mondays with Matt tonight, 7 o'clock. Hope you have an awesome day, and remember, greatness starts